This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
"40 professionals advance in education." Locals regain land from state. And first policy talks underway. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I am Louis Maingu. Thank you for joining us. 40 professionals graduated at the Papua New Guinea Institute of Banking and Business Management today. Chief Executive Officer for Telecom PNG Limited, Amos Tepi, was the inspirational speaker at the occasion, and he highlighted the importance of nation building through education.
Proudly marks 6 decades of shaping leaders.
The professionals graduated across 9 different programs. The institution delivers programs in partnership with various international and local institutions, including Torrens University Australia, TAFE Queensland, and Frankfurt School of Finance and Management. Today's occasion saw 3 professionals graduated in Master of Business Administration, 12 in certificates, 17 in bachelor's programs, and 7 in diploma programs. Telecom PNG CEO Mr. Amos Tepi said education at its highest purpose is the way a nation builds itself.
But education is not just about classroom theory. It must be tied to a purpose, rooted in our communities, and driven by relevance. Our degree is good, as transformed mind is better. We are called to save the future, not just any future, a future that is just, inclusive, innovative, and grounded in truth.
CEO for IBBM, Susil Nelson Kongoy, stressed on the legacy of the institution.
You are the culmination of decades of dreams, hard work, and perseverance. Let's also remember the importance of giving back. The education you have received is a privilege.
Following the presentation of certificates, DAX Awards were presented in respective programs. The DAX Award winner for the MBA program, Devara Roga, shared a story when receiving the award.
There were late nights of reading and research, weekends lost to deadlines, and countless sacrifices that only my family truly understands.
Meanwhile, 9 BSP staff graduated today, and they were sponsored by their employer. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Internal Revenue Commission has clarified that schools must not charge a service tax on school fees. IRC Commissioner General Sam Koim said schools are exempted from GST.
Mr. Koim said in a statement that government-run schools are already classified as exempt supplies under Section 25(5) of the GST Act, meaning schools do not charge GST on school fees. Therefore, Koim said they cannot claim input tax credits on related expenses. He said it was only through a specific and generous policy under now repealed Section 31 that schools were permitted to claim input credits. However, this entitlement became open to widespread abuse and fraud. Also, in the context of the government's tuition fee-free policy, which covered much of the school's operational funding, this entitlement was deemed no longer necessary or justified and was therefore removed. Koim further clarified that some private schools may charge fees. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Tavolo Community Conservation Association of East New Britain Province has prevailed in court against the state, achieving cancellation of a special agriculture business lease over their land. The Tavolo Community Conservation Association from the Melkoi LLG in the Pomio district encountered significant challenges when their customary land was unlawfully taken and almost cleared without their consent. This was due to the issuance of a special agriculture business lease over their land and a forest clearance authority authorizing clear felling of the forest. In response, they filed a legal challenge in 2022 against the state and other defendants, disputing the legitimacy of the SABL. On April 25, 2025, the Waigani National Court Judge Perdon Sally ruled in favor of Tavolo Community Conservation Association, determining that the state had failed to obtain landowners' consent before granting the SABL title. As a result, the court ordered the cancellation of the SABL, restoring the land to its original state as customary land. The court orders were agreed by all parties as a result of a site inspection on 28th of April to the 23rd of May 2024. The Climate Change Development Authority, in collaboration with its partners, hosted the National Consultation Workshop on the Blue Carbon Policy Roadmap today in Port Moresby.
This consultation workshop aims to engage stakeholders to contribute to the drafting of Papua New Guinea's first Blue Carbon Policy Roadmap. The policy will guide national efforts to protect and sustainably manage mangroves, seagrasses, and other coastal ecosystems that play a critical role in climate mitigation, biodiversity conservation, and supporting local livelihoods. Acting Managing Director of Climate Change Development Authority, Deborah Sungi, said the aim of the roadmap is to provide a clear action-oriented framework for the conservation of the coastal ecosystems.
The aim of this policy or the roadmap itself is to really give us a clear, as I said, in terms of understanding the gaps and the challenges that we face. This roadmap gives us a clear direction on where and how we want to go in terms of addressing issues surrounding the sector itself.
The workshop was to finalize the Blue Carbon Policy Roadmap with the partnered agencies to agree on key priorities for coordinated actions. Regional Project Director for MacBlue, Rafael Inzati, highlighted how this policy will contribute to communities to improve management.
Project is mapping the ecosystems all over the country on a national level. So we're doing change maps. We try to identify where the mangroves and seagrass is growing and where there's a decline, and then try to find out why this decline is. And there we try to do then policy actions, but also actions with communities to improve management.
Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Students and parents from Okiufa in Eastern Islands Province have contributed to build a new double classroom for their school.
17,000 kina was raised, with each student contributing 10 kina along with parents and other individuals. The new double classroom will cater for the junior day school next year. Okiufa Primary School head teacher Gabriel Mack said the initiative by students will develop a mindset for a sense of responsibility and ownership. Mack said the school is looking forward to taking on board the junior high day school next year, in line with the government's education reform among other schools in the country. Therefore, meeting the school infrastructure requirements to cater for the high school has been a challenge for the school. Also witnessed was the opening of a 4-in-1 classroom and 2 new teachers' houses funded by the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government and the school tuition fee-free funds. Max said going forward, they are planning to replace all rundown infrastructure buildings. The Level 8 school has a population of about 1,700 students and 39 teachers. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The member for Sumcar District of Medang Province, Alex Suguman Ome, has urged the schools in his district to use the infrastructure grants for the schools wisely.
The member for Sumcar District, Alex Sunguman Om, stressed on this during the opening of a couple of teachers' houses in Namau Primary School in Karkar Island of Sumcar District. He said these are important infrastructures that will accommodate teachers.
Through long collaborative effort, long all kita one time na imi got good, very effective education sector under Sumcar district. The same that me like him and him must come up long all the sectors belong government blame me. At the end of the day, I am your leader and it is my obligation to run this government so that we make it fair across the board, give you support across the board. Me planokan ka favoritism or one-talk system or family system. Display I mean no stop and it now long display leadership and display government. I can tell you straight. So once again, thank you Nama Primary School for this day, this occasion. Thank you Board of Management, head teacher, all the teaching staff, students, Mama, Papa, long taking display initiative, long cutting display duplex from the nice plan. It's a very unique building, first of its kind, Bami talk. Inside long Sumcar district display kind.
Mr. Sunguman said mismanagement of funded projects cannot be tolerated and elaborated that the government will take appropriate actions. This will include involving law enforcement if necessary to ensure accountability. The duplex teachers' houses were built by the school with the funding from the Sumcar Educational Infrastructure Support Grants. While thanking the DDA for the support, the administrators for Namau Primary School, Emily Gramon Lambon, said teachers' accommodation was a need for the school.
Our schools very need. That is our need, as well as other schools on the island, in the province as well. I believe, due to one of our positions being gone out, it is due to shortage of house. That is why with this urgency of having more houses in the school, we have all put our hands together to finish off whatever projects we have hanging and new ones. We have to finish it, complete it, and we have our teachers into these new houses.
She said teachers' housing has long been a critical issue at Namau, with some educators previously forced to reside off campus due to a lack of suitable accommodation. A representative from the education sector in the district for Karkar Island, Wagem said Sumcar district is leading the way in terms of supporting education in the province.
I came out to realize that education sector in Sumcar district is leading the province meeting. Under the leadership of our honorable member with the DDA, they are doing much and great for education in Sumcar district.
He said education is a shared responsibility. Thus, everyone must play their part in a child's education.
Parents, citizens, visitors and friends, students, teachers, Board of Management members, education is a shared responsibility. Thank you, parents of Nama Primary School. You took that as a leading testimony to build a teacher's house, whether renovation or rebuilding or whatever, but that shows what education is about. Education is a shared responsibility.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, True inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
appealing to all the residents.
business,
Here launched its VPN
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The responsibility of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Public Sector Reform and Service Delivery is to deal with matters relating to public service.
The research, survey and engagement with public service executives enables the Parliamentary Committee to make recommendations for the improvement of the public sector. PNG Forest Authority, Treasury and Society General Surveillance met with the committee yesterday for an inquiry into the inspection of log exports in PNG.
This is an inquiry to find some answers and look at ways where we can work together to improve systems of government that we feel need attention in regards to this particular subject matter.
Society General Surveillance was contracted by Papua New Guinea Forest Authority to inspect and monitor log exports. However, due to a financial dispute, this service stopped.
This goes back to about 6 years. It accumulated over 6 years, but got to a point where it reached almost 12.5 million kina.
It has been over an year since the contractor stopped inspecting log exports, thus posing a threat of exceeding volumes of log exports and tree species harvested. The Papua New Guinea Forest Authority Chief Operating Officer Magdalene Maihua revealed that the authority is working on re-engaging the contractor. Meantime, this inquiry will continue till a recommendation is agreed upon. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
The provincial bridge engineers from the Department of Works and Highways have undergone a 2-day seminar on earthquake engineering in Port Moresby earlier this week.
The seminar was held in partnership with the Department of Works and Highways and PNG OSAID Partnership and other engineering agencies. The engineers participated in discussions such as geotechnical investigations for bridge design and performance expectations. During the closing ceremony, the Secretary for the Department of Works and Highways, Gibson Holamba, said it is important for young engineers to build their expertise.
We are the architects, we are the engineers of this nation's future. Your expertise and your integrity in implementing these revised design standards will determine the safety and sustainability of our infrastructure.
He elaborated on the standards of the work they do.
Technology that is still available that we need to bring forward, because updating the standards and bringing those technology in will have to, meet those best practice. And we need to bring in Now it has already aligned itself to also develop the policy for railway network. And so updating the standard is very, very key now, ready to look at those big infrastructure investment in the future. As a public service engineer, you've got to look at how you write the policies and revising the regulatory framework, especially the technical standards, so that those developments that come, they comply with the current challenges that we might face.
Mr. Holemba further highlighted the importance of developing better framework.
For you and me to, as engineers, develop the technical framework, the policy framework, so that the investment by the private sector and the government thrives without having to waste a penny.
He also thanked the stakeholders who helped to organize such a crucial workshop for the nation builders. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance held a workshop with relevant stakeholders today to discuss the first two degree programs that they will be offering in 2027. This is in line with the institution's vision of being a university by 2027.
The Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance is in a transition period to be a university at the moment as directed by the Medium-Term Development Plan 2023 to 2027. The Chief Executive Officer for the Institute, Michael Barobe, said they have a lot to work on in order to be a university. He elaborated on the preparations.
We have a number of areas to work on. The first part is the infrastructure. We need to put in place an infrastructure that will accommodate this place to be a university. The second thing that we are working on is our structure. Currently, our staff members are here with the level of a master's degree, with a number of years of 10 years, 10 years, 15 years of experience. To take a degree course, we need to have a staff capacity.
Mr. Barobe said the degree programs that they are anticipating is more competency-based learning.
More experiential learning, more competency-based training. That's why we are inviting the stakeholders to come and tell us what sort of degree program that they want. So we want to get their views. What we want to have by 2027 is degree in public administration and degree in public finance.
He highlighted the type of degrees that they will begin with in 2027.
Like itself, based on the public service policies and public service positions and public service degree statements that we do. So it's more of a converting that into a curriculum, so that when the public servants go out from here, they know what to do.
The two degree programs are developed by CELAC based on the public service policies. The workshop has seen representatives from the key stakeholders in the likes of the Department of Treasury, the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government, the Public Service Commission, and the Department of Justice and Attorney General. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Royal PNG Constabulary has increased the mobility of the National Fraud Squad Directorate by providing 3 new vehicles to support their operations. The vehicles were presented earlier today at the Fraud Squad office in Port Moresby. Deputy Commissioner of Police Special Operations Donald Yamasombi noted that mobility is one of the biggest challenges in investigating crimes, particularly those related to fraud cases and other significant cases. The vehicles will be used to move around to collect evidence, pick up eyewitnesses, and conduct crime scene investigations. Hodges Ete, the ACP for Crimes, said they have a number of cases that are piling up for investigation, and the vehicles will assist the National Fraud Squad members in carrying out investigations into the reported cases. Meanwhile, the Assistant Commissioner of Police looking after RPNGC Logistics, Chris Smith, added that the presentation is part of the reflecting that RPNGC is doing to do away with hired cars. He said hired cars had eaten up a lot of money that was supposed to be used for other things, like renovating police barracks or taking care of the police officers' welfare. The construction of The 2 bridges in My Rural local level government in Wabek district will begin next week and is expected to be completed within the year.
The Wabek District Development Authority successfully procured the materials for 2 rural bridges. Wabek MP Dr. Lino Tom said that the Lalo Bridge will connect Sopas Yule Road through Yokonda in the Pilikambi LLG of Layagab District, while the Lama Bridge will connect Lakolam via Tukusanda and Keas. Dr. Lino is committed to ensure the road is well constructed and conducive for vehicles and the traveling public. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2438 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2363 US, $0.3640 Australian dollars, €0.1998 and 33.65 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed unchanged. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, like I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Representatives from the Department of National Planning and Monitoring, National Statistics Office, and the Department of Treasury today concluded their final day of a workshop on strengthening the system of national accounts and economic analysis in Brisbane, Australia. As part of the country's partnership strategy, the workshop is aimed at addressing gaps between data management and collection and aligning the country's policies and planning. Godwin Eki files this report from Brisbane.
The workshop conducted by the Asian Development Bank in addressing data, collection and management in the country, Papua New Guinea's MTDP4 or Medium-Term Development Plan clearly states, as per Mr. Presley Tiki's remarks, clearly indicates the country to have a solid database system in place.
Nowadays, we are going towards digitalization. The world is changing fast in that arena. So we need to be up to date with our data processing, data management, the effectiveness of it, the efficiency and all that. Because without getting accurate and informed data, we will always have some bottlenecks and the challenges are real. So we need about time that we have to have our policy planning, and we have to have accurate data so that whatever decisions that we make as a country in terms of policy planning and budgeting must have a proper database so that we make a data-driven decision for the country.
While Papua New Guinea is one of the 8 countries in the Pacific attending the National Accounts and Economic Analysis Strengthening Workshop in Brisbane, Australia, Manager Accounts Vavine Nwari from the National Statistics Office says the workshop is significant in the sense of finding improved measures and ways of collecting and sharing data within any government.
Listening to all the other 8 countries presenting, I appreciate Papua New Guinea as a whole because for NSO, we have a really good relationship with the customs. We have a really good relationship with Treasury. We have a really good relationship with the tax IRC. And for me to hear other countries not having that relationship, it was sad for me to learn. For PNG, previously we were in the same boat, but through working and collaborating, we began to trust each other on how to work as a team to collect data.
She said while data is available, organizations refuse to share data to organizations that produce data, and building network is also important to helping each other and learn the importance of data. CV Yawo from the Department of Treasury says while the department is responsible for the GPA production of the country, what's learned here at the workshop will be put to good use with the system that's already in place.
Really understanding national accounts, and also we have a new national accounts approaches coming up. It's the latest 2025, so they are preparing us to learn further from that one. So lots of things we are learning, and I think hopefully we will go back and implement those what we learn from other Pacific countries. We face similar challenges in terms of data collection, data management, data processing, data dissemination especially in national accounts.
According to the 4 representatives from Papua New Guinea, recognizing the preservation, collection and dissemination of vital data and its significance has opened their perspective on how well data can be used, especially in a government system or within government organizations. Godwin Eki, National EMTV News, Brisbane.
And now moving to overseas news. The United Nations Senior Official for Child Protection has visited Papua New Guinea to advocate for the rights of young people.
The statistics don't paint a pretty picture. In Papua New Guinea, 1 in 5 kids have experienced violence. Almost half of all children under the age of 5 are stunted due to malnutrition, and 55% don't have access to basic water services. On top of that, about 80% of teenagers aren't attending school. These are facts that the PNG government is aiming to combat with the establishment of a new permanent parliamentary committee on child, youth and wellbeing. The milestone was celebrated by the United Nations Special Representative on Violence Against Children, Dr. Najat Majid, who visited PNG for the first time.
I think it's one big important step, but what is important is what is behind the establishment of that. It's all this mobilization.
Her words sunk in for those who matter most.
I've been raised from the streets, so I have a lot of friends that are not educated, doesn't have home, proper place to sleep.
We can literally see what's happening around here in our own country, right? All we have to do is maybe we could change.
With children making up 43% of PNG's population, the new committee has its work cut out for it. The UN is urging PNG to ensure that all children are vaccinated, registered at birth and have adequate nourishment by November this year.
Israel says it has accepted a new Gaza ceasefire proposal put forward by the U.S. government, but at this stage it's unclear whether the militant group Hamas will completely agree.
Hamas says it's giving this new offer that's been put forward by the United States appropriate consideration. The group says it's working hard to end the war. It's serious about ending this conflict, and it's previously offered to release all of the Israeli hostages in exchange for a full Israeli troop withdrawal and a permanent end to the conflict. Israel has already agreed to this proposal. In fact, the White House said it cleared the deal with Israel before it put it forward to Hamas. This stage in the negotiations comes after nearly 3 months of Israeli blockade on food and other aid from entering Gaza, and Israel escalating its offensive against Hamas inside the territory. Currently, the UN estimates nearly 1/3 of the population of Gaza has been displaced by Israel's renewed assault. It says they're suffering from acute food insecurity, severe hunger and rising malnutrition. So the conditions inside Gaza are very, very serious. And Israel this week, or at least the Israeli Prime Minister, said it killed a senior leader of Hamas's military wing, Mohammed Sinwar, the younger brother of slain Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. So all of these things are factors in Hamas's decision. And the US State Department says at the moment things are looking very promising for a ceasefire. Meanwhile, the Israeli government has announced that it's going to approve 22 new settlements in the occupied West Bank. This includes a number of so-called outposts, which were illegal even under Israeli law. The International Court of Justice has found that Jewish settlements in the West Bank, where around 700,000 Israelis live, are illegal and must be vacated. And member states are supposed to be taking concrete actions to make Israel comply with its obligations under international law. But this decision is being seen as a further attempt by the Israeli government to entrench control of large parts of the West Bank and ensure that a Palestinian state is not viable.
South Korea has raised concerns over China's declaration of 3 no-sail zones in disputed waters in the Yellow Sea.
No-sail zones have been declared by China in an area which is technically the high seas, although it is within the exclusive economic zones of both China and South Korea. Technically, since these no-sail zones were declared in relation to the conduct of military exercises, they are allowed under international law. However, what is of concern is that this is also in relation to the installation by China of these structures within the area of the provisional measure zone, which is an area that they both agreed would be an area of cooperation. So China's unilateral action in installing these structures, coupled with this declaration of no-sail zones, is naturally raising concern that this is all part, again, of a kind of creeping invasion, or maybe a way of slowly and incrementally establishing control within the area that is supposed to be subject of discussions between them, because they're all within this provisional measure zone.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trokai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trokai Sports.
Welcome to Trokai Sports. Yesterday evening marked the launching of the proper season of the oldies basketball competition at the St. John Guys Indoor Complex, with Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited committing 300,000 kina to the PNG Basketball Federation.
The Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited Managing Director Sari Mukanu did the tossing of the ball to mark the opening of the Golden Oldies Basketball Competition proper season.
Thank you. Everybody give a big hand.
Mr. Kanu highlighted the importance of the Oldies competition.
Affluence. They are the people that are contributing. They are people that are policy-making people in our country. We need to look after this group of people so that we harness our young people to come up the ranks, and this is what PM is doing, and we must acknowledge that.
Prime Minister James Marape also highlighted the importance of other sporting codes apart from the basketball competition.
Next 40, we want to live the next 40 years. That's the reason why we have this team. Get all the seniors to come out. And Kumul, thank you very much for stepping out. The seniors you sponsor and find some sponsorship also.
Meanwhile, a former politician and patron of the PNG Basketball Federation, Charles Abel, with his long-standing involvement in sport, thanked the Prime Minister for giving the opportunity for the oldies to take part.
Leader of the nation come out and play with us and shine the spotlight on basketball. It's absolutely wonderful, Prime Minister, and we cannot understate it. Thank you for coming out and leading the way. Otherwise, thank you to everybody that is coming out and participating, especially all the golden oldies. It's so wonderful to see the old basketballers coming out and shining again.
The competition is an event aimed to address major health issues at the workplace, as well as commemorating the Golden Jubilee year of the country using basketball as the platform. Joel Mipari, Chukai Sports.
In a thrilling kickoff to the oldies basketball season, a major announcement was made. PNG Basketball's rising stars are set for international action at the Mini Pacific Games in Palau.
Excitement filled the air as the oldies basketball season officially tipped off, bringing players, fans and officials together. The PNG Basketball Federation President David Peter announced the team for male and female.
So I just got the list for the selected side for PNG, and I think it's just better I just announce the team now as well, because everybody wants to know who's going to represent PNG. There's about 8 people. I'll just take about less than 2 minutes to announce the names. The men's team, this is the selected players to represent PNG in Palau in July. Moria Elavo, Reginald Lelinge, Malcolm and Arol Elavo. That's men team. And women team, Gloria Kayawa, Philomena Asei, Cheki Asiba, Nauna Lelai. And your coach is Gabriel Elavo.
With national pride on their backs, these young stars prepare for a regional showdown in July. Joel Mipari, Chukai Sports.
Chukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja lah. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Good morning, PNG. Welcome to your favorite start of the day show where the skies are clear, the birds are singing, and just right.
Hey sis.
Nate, how are you going?
I'm okay. And you alright?
Get me alright. I'm so excited. Can you believe we're at Vocal Fusion season 12 already?
Yeah, that's right. So when are you coming?
I'm here in Port Moresby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then meet me down at Ella Beach at the amazing Port Moresby side.
Perfect. I'll see you there.
Hey, sis, love ya.
Love you. I'm so happy to be back. Are you ready?
But
Yeah.
I was told that we're going to meet with the new judges today.
So where are they?
Who are we? PNG. We are one united. Yes. Belong we. PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The SP PNG Hunters are gearing up for their round 11 clash against Northern Pride this Sunday. Meanwhile, the team has shared encouraging updates on injured players, with key returns expected soon.
The SP-PNG Hunters will face Northern Pride in round 11 of Hot Plus Cup at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. The kickoff is set at 3 p.m. Meanwhile, the Hunters' injury list shows positive signs. Joshua Lau is progressing well in his ACL rehab and is expected to return before season's end. Walang Tavolo is also recovering strong running from ACL injury and could resume running earlier than first projected. Himsen Ulalom has fully recovered from hand fracture and has returned to full training. Benji Kot and Koso Bandi have undergone successful ACL surgeries in Brisbane and are now back in PNG to begin rehab. The Hunters medical team continues to monitor all players, hopeful for the timely returns and could boost the squad in the later part of the season. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The United States Embassy in Papua New Guinea, in partnership with Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League and Santos, have concluded a week-long sports and void program today. And now moving to overseas sports. Game 3 of the Women's Origin Series last night, the Maroons Queensland had two chances to restore some pride in the Maroon jersey last night in Game 3 of the Women's State of Origin.
The Blues looked on track for its first 3-0 clean sweep in a women's series when Jocelyn Kelleher dived over from a dummy half with 20 minutes left to play in Newcastle, but two late tries saw the Maroons come away with a consolidatory win.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Join us for MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Experience an electrifying display of pure talent, jaw-dropping performances, and unforgettable highlights from day one of the auditions. With only 24 golden tickets available, the judges face tough decisions as they search for contestants who truly have what it takes. Tune in this Sunday, 1st of June at 7:30 p.m. MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
The future home, you me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Daru, cloudy periods with brief showers and possible thunderstorm. Kerema, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Alotau, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. And Popondetta, partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. In the Mamasa region, Lae City, partly cloudy with possible few showers and thunderstorms. Medeng, cloudy periods, then possible brief showers. Wewak, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Vanimo, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorm. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kavieng, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the islands region, Mount Agin City, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. To the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerema, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters east of Hood Point to Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milan Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of north of Cape Vogel to Owen Gulf to Finterfen, seas 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finterfen to Vitia Strait to CSC Island to Dampier Strait to Long Island, seas 1 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Long Island to Medeng to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters of New Island and Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And waters of New Britain Island, seas 1 to 1.5 meters. to ocean focused, Bismarck Seas, southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots, Solomon Sea, northeast to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots, Coral Sea, east to southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots, and Pacific Ocean, southeast to east 10 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 30th of May 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.